everyone, good day. Welcome back to my channel. Now for this video, I will discuss to you about trigonometric ratios. So the ratio of the sides of a right triangle are called trigonometric ratios. So here, so the sixth trigonometric ratio is sin of A. Then the ratio is opposite over hypotenuse. Then the notion is sin. The quantity of A is equal to A over C, and cosine of A, then the ratio is adjacent over hypotenuse, then the notion is cos the quantity of A is equal to B over C. And tangent of A, his ratio is opposite over adjacent. Then the notion is tan the quantity of A is equal to A over B. And secant of A, then the ratio is hypotenuse over adjacent. Then the notion is sec the quantity of A is equal to C over B. And cosecant of A, this ratio is hypotenuse over opposite. The notion is cosecant of A is equal to C over D A. And cotangent of A, his ratio is adjacent and over opposite. And the notion is cotangent of A is equal to B over A. So, solve problem using trigonometric ratio. So, number 1, find angle A of the figure on the right triangle. So, first we need to find hypotenuse using Pythagoras theorem. So, hypotenuse squared is equal to 8. So, our hypotenuse is 8 are given and 6. So, 8 squared plus 6 squared is equal to 100. So, we now use the definition of the six trigonometric ratios given above to find the sin A. So, sin A is equal to side opposite angle A over the hypotenuse. So, sin A is equal to our opposite side of an angle A is 8. So, our hypotenuse is 10. So, A is equal to sin raised to the power of negative 1 is 8 over 10. So, is equal to 53 degree 7 48.37. So, next is find side C or the hypotenuse of the figure on the right side. So, we are given angle A and the side opposite to it which with C the hypotenuse. So, the sin ratio gives a relationship between the angle the opposite to it and the hypotenuse. So, sin A is equal to side opposite angle A over the hypotenuse. Angle A and opposite side are known, hence sin 31 degree is equal to 5.12 over C. So solve for C. So C is equal to 5 over 12 over sin 30 degree is equal to 9.94. So number 3. If x is an acute angle of a right triangle and sin is equal to 3 over 7. So find the exact value of the trigonometric functions cos x and cotangent x. F sin x is equal to opposite over the hypotenuse is equal to 3 over 7. We can say that opposite 3 and hypotenuse is equal to 7. So find the adjacent side using Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse squared is equal to adjacent squared plus opposite squared. So our hypotenuse is 7 squared is equal to, so adjacent squared plus our opposite is 3 squared. So adjacent is equal to 4 our the square root of 40 is equal to 2 square root of 10. So we now use the trigonometric ratio to find. So cosine x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So our adjacent is 2 over 2 the square root of 10. Then our hypotenuse is 7. So cotangent x is equal to adjacent over opposite. So our adjacent is 2, the square root of 10, over our opposite is 3. So solve for the adjacent of angle 30 degree. The sin function involves x and the hypotenuse as follows. Sin 30 degree is equal to x over 10. Use sin 30 degree is equal to 1 half to find x. So x is equal to 5. We now use Pythagoras theorem and write. So 10 squared is equal to 5 squared plus y squared. So we now solve for y to obtain. So y is equal to this, the square root of 75 is equal to 5 the square root of 3. So if x is an acute angle and tan x is equal to 5, so find the exact value of the trigonometric functions sin x and cosine x. If tan x is equal to opposite over adjacent is equal to 5 is equal to 5 over 1. Opposite 5 and adjacent is equal to 1 and find the hypotenuse using Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse squared is equal to adjacent squared plus opposite squared. So hypotenuse squared is equal to our adjacent is 1 squared plus our opposite is 5 squared. Hypotenuse is equal to square root of 26. So we now use trigonometric ratios to find sin x is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, while our opposite is equal to 5 and our hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 26. Cos x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Our adjacent is equal to 1 over our hypotenuse is copy the square root of 26. So that's all. Thank you and God bless. See you in my next discussion and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel.